Hey guys, it's Tennis with Dylan. Today I'm going to teach you all about the drop shot. I'm going to teach you why it's such a useful shot in today's game, and I'm going to give you exercises to help you to learn the drop shot, so stay tuned. The number one priority when hitting a drop shot is to make sure that you have a continental grip. This is so that your strings can stay on edge, therefore the string surface area is going to be the biggest area where you make contact with the ball. You do not want the racket to be too open, neither do you want the racket too closed when hitting your drop shot. When playing the drop shot, you want to go from a high to low trajectory. This is very important in trying to keep that ball down low. Another key aspect is to make sure when you hit your drop shot, you do not want to aim high over the net, because the higher you hit that ball over the net, it's more likely that your opponent's going to step in to attack the ball or give them more time to step in when taking on your drop shot. I highly recommend drop shotting cross court more than down the line. If you're able to drop shot cross court, there's a little bit more surface area of the court to aim for, the net is slightly lower as well, and it's usually the natural swing path for your drop shot on your backhand or your forehand. Although I do advise the drop shot to be going cross court more often, it's also good to go down the line too, because you're able to add extra side spin to the ball where the ball can fade and bounce off the court too. Similarly, with the cross court drop shot, you're able to slice the ball and the ball is able to bounce and break the single sideline. This can be a very effective drop shot, and done very well, it can cause your opponents a lot of confusion. When hitting the drop shot, I recommend the ball to bounce 3 times inside the service box before going past the service line. This is very important so that the ball stays down very low, and you kind of want to imagine that the ball stops just over the net. I'm going to take you guys through 3 key exercises in order to help you level up your drop shot. The first exercise is a standing exercise with a racket and ball. What you want to do is you want to start with a chopper grip, and you want to be back spinning the ball, keeping the ball in one spot. So you want to imagine that you're gliding the ball across the strings, and as you can see, the ball is coming back to me. So as you can see, the ball is coming back to me for me to catch it. You can also do this on the forehand side. So you want to start with that nice little cutting angle through the ball. And as you can see, this is all about the feel part. You do not want to try to hit it too hard. You want to get used to that feeling as though you're cutting underneath the ball, going from that little bit high to low. For the second exercise, a friend or your coach is going to help feed the ball to you, and what you're going to focus on is cutting through the ball and freezing at the point of contact. You want to make sure that the ball bounces at least 2 to 3 times in the service box before leaving. So the priority with this is to make sure that you're guiding the ball. Start very slow and freeze at the point of contact. So as you can see, when I go cross court, 1, 2, and 3. And the same with the backhand. So 1, 2, 3. This is all to do with the way in which your racket is presented to the ball. You do not want to rush, you do not want to try to swing too fast. You're using the little bit of speed that the ball is coming at just to create that little bit more of a little bite on the ball with hitting the drop shot. The key when hitting a drop shot is to make sure that your body weight wants to be inside of the court. It's very important also to make sure that when you're drop shotting, you're not trying to hit the ball too hard. The key word here is absorption, okay? You want to focus on that, absorbing the speed of the ball and just gently touching the ball over the net. You do not want to add a big take back and big wide swing. You want to go with a nice feel portion of your drop shot. So the backhand is a slight little bit easier to help you with the drop shot, and especially the disguise, especially the same with the one hand. You're able to use your offhand to help you with the drop shot. So as you can see, I'm just lightly touching the ball with my racket, absorbing the power used by the opponent's speed of shot. As you can see, I'm preparing just like I'm going to drive my backhand, stepping down the court and just numbing the speed of the ball. So it's kind of just that I'm guiding it ever so gently. This one will go a little bit more wider. As you can see, the ball is bouncing and breaking the single sidelines, just like so. I'm now going to take you guys through some points play where I'm going to be executing the drop shot, and I'm going to show you and talk you through the right time to play the drop shot. That was a last minute change of direction, probably a little bit late, but it worked. My goal in the points play is to wait patiently, hitting a little bit more height and shape, pushing my opponent behind the baseline, hoping that they will drop the ball slightly shorter so I can step in to execute the drop shot. As you can see in that last point, when I did that drop shot, I knew the ball was going to land quite low, and so my opponent had to scoop the ball up. Therefore, I decided to close in towards the net, ready to put away the higher volley. Woohoo! Haha, gotcha! What I specifically liked about that last point is that I had the forehand ready to drive or attack, and I could go inside out, inside in, short angle, or change to the drop shot. So I'm going to keep my opponent guessing. Ah, you got me! As you can see, for the last drop shot I played, it was not that effective and it was a little bit too high. And also, my opponent's starting to read me now a lot more. He's telegraphing whether or not I'm going to be able to drop shot. So I got to be on my toes, ready to play the right decision. Drop shot volley! I hope you guys enjoyed the video on how to hit a drop shot and found these exercises useful. And if you did, please feel free to subscribe to my channel and like and comment too. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you on the next one.